Okay, so on the last clip, I did I gave an example, a real life example of what we call the 4-step turnaround, how we can change the thought process with people, and that also changes the way they feel. And we've said before, everything starts with a thought, so it's the thought creates the feeling, and then the feeling creates the behaviour. And Tim came on after the last video, and he said about how he experiences different emotions, and I think he was saying he can go from one to the other. But the thing for me with emotions is that it's really important to accept that as human beings we feel all different types of emotions, and they can change really quickly. You can go from we're a real mixture. Human beings are quite complicated. We're a real mixture of emotions. You can go from, you got love, you can go from love to hate, anger to happiness, sadness, happiness. Trying to think of all these different emotions now. I can be really scared to then be courageous, almost in the flick of a switch. But for me, the important thing is to accept that. I know I talk about this a lot, but accept that I feel all of these emotions, and that, you know, we're a real mix of all these emotions, and there's nothing wrong with any of them. I guess the problem is if you get stuck in them for too long, especially some of the things like anger and fear. All of those things are natural. I've never met anybody yet that doesn't experience those things. The problem is if you get stuck in those emotions. Obviously those things are there to protect us. I'm a big believer in energy. Anger's an energy, fear's an energy, love is an energy, feeling happy is an energy. They're all different types of energy, but they're all energy, and we can use them all. But I think it's really important to accept that as human beings we experience all of these emotions, and there's nothing wrong with you just because you can go from feeling scared one minute to being courageous the next minute, or vice versa. Feeling happy one minute and then feeling sad. You know, that's just part of being a human being. We're a real mix. So for me, it's about self-acceptance. I accept that I feel all of these things, and they come and go all of the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. So, you know, if you are sitting there thinking there's something wrong with me because one minute I'm happy, the next minute I'm sad, there's not. You know, I would say try and trace back and work out what you're thinking about, what you're focusing on, because that will affect your emotions. But like I said, the important point that I want to get across here is that as human beings, and we're all human beings, we're a real mix of all these emotions, and we can go from one to the other really quickly. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that answers your point, Tim. If it doesn't, just ask, just put another post on there. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you.